All right, so yes, today we just need some hand weights. We are doing a lot of lunges. So if lunges are just not a good fit for you, bridging would be fine. So you can do double leg bridging or single leg bridging, just depending on what kind of lunge we're focusing on. So I'll cue that, but just know, you can interchange those. Even start with lunges in the first round, go into bridging the second round, maybe finish with lunges the third round. Just listening to your body, knowing that you're not overdoing anything, listening if there's any pain that comes up, we are not working through pain. All right, let's start with lunges. And I'm gonna add a little bit of a balance challenge as well. It's okay to hold on, so if you just wanna stay close to a wall so you can tap into that wall any chance you need, no problem there. All right, so I'm gonna focus on my right leg right now. I'm gonna lunge forward. So with the front lunge, we land with the heel, we come off the heel, and we're gonna come up into balance. I want you to try to hold in this balance for a second or two. Okay, so this is really gonna recruit this leg for balance. And then this right leg goes back lunge, find balance. And then front lunge, off the heel, find balance. All right, so we're just gonna continue to go forwards and backwards, but we're gonna stop in the middle, hold for balance. All right, ready? Begin. So just pick a leg, we'll stay on the same leg for a little bit. Let's do another lunging. The other leg is doing all the balancing, so they're both working hard. Remember how much your core helps you with balance, so we are keeping that core on. Grip that foot into the floor, that balancing foot. You guys are looking good here. If a single leg bridge would be better for you, no problem, go into that. 2, 1. All right, let's switch sides. Same thing, other leg. Begin when you're ready. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good job. Come down to the floor. We got two options. We've got hydrants, a little bit harder, or side climb opener, a little easier. All right, so choose which one you'd like to do. We're working into the hip. Ready, begin. If you're in the clam opener, just try and keep those hips stacked so that knee doesn't have to go super high. If you're in the hydrant like me, again, the knee doesn't have to go very high. We don't want to rotate the hips. Good. Small range of motion is still very effective. Three, 2, 1, and switch sides. Begin when you're ready. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. All right, next we're gonna lay down onto your back. Let's work some abs. So our low back stays pinned to the floor. Our head is gonna stay down. So we're just concentrating on this core contraction, core stability, and we're gonna start to march the legs. So we're gonna do this very slowly. one leg in tabletop, the other toe is tapping down, maybe toe or heel, whatever. We're just kind of taking this slow. And the further your foot taps from your body, the harder it's going to be. So you can advance this if you'd like and start to reach that toe further away. Get your breathing rhythm down. Ten seconds. Really good pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. All right, let's go back to our lunges. Remember, you can do single leg bridge instead if you need to. I'll just demonstrate that. Single leg bridge is this instead of lunges if you choose to take that one instead. All right, if we're going back to lunges, forward lunge, come back to balance. Backwards lunge, come back to balance. Repeat. Begin when you're ready. If you're lunging and you go for that front lunge, land on the heel, off the heel. Guys, you're doing great. And again, with that lunging, slower is better. So you're very sure-footed. You know where that foot's going to land. You're powering off that heel. Back lunge. Make sure you're lunging back in a straight line. You're not going kind of crooked. All right, let's switch sides. Begin when you're ready. So either other leg for lunging or other leg for bridging. Doing great. And it is okay to stay by a wall. Stabilize your balance a little bit more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's work your lower half a little bit more. We're into hydrants on the hands and knees or clam openers on your side. You choose what's best. Clam openers, just lifting that knee up and down parallel to the floor. We don't need to open the knee to the ceiling. The knee just stays facing forward. All right, ready, begin. If you're in hydrant on those hands and knees, try to keep equal weight between your hands. That's going to really help the wrist and the upper body stay relaxed, and it's going to keep your body from rotating, which it does not need to do for this to be effective. We're just feeling this side cheek working. Three, 2, 1. Let's switch sides and begin when you're ready. Keep breathing, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Should be feeling those hips by then. All right, let's go onto your back for abs. Our core is working as we march those legs. Ready, begin. Nice job, good pace. Relax the neck and shoulders. Head is just down on the floor, not doing anything. Not clamming up, not trying to do the work. Work is in the abs. Five, four, three, two, one, and rest. That's the end of round 2. Take a water break if you need it. And then when you're ready, we have the option of the forwards and backwards lunge, incorporating balance, or single leg bridge. So go ahead and start setting up for that. Ready, and begin. When you go into balance, if you're in your lunging, you go into balance, do try to squeeze into that cheek of the balancing leg. That's your lock-in. If you're bridging, that lock-in takes place at the very top of your bridge. So feel that lock-in, that full squeeze of the cheek. 3, 2, 1, and we switch. Begin when you're ready. Those lunges look good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. All right, focusing more into those hips. On your side for clam openers or hands and knees for hydrants. 2, 1, begin. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. 2, 1, other side. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We are back to abs. Last one of this sequence. All right, brace those abs. Keep them strong. Press that low back to the floor. Here we go. The further you take that leg from the body, the harder it's going to be. Looking good. You got your breathing, you got those abs working. Legs aren't working too hard, just kind of check in there. 3, 2, 1, and done with this sequence. All right, take a little breather, more water if you need it. So next up, we will need our hand weights, but first we're going to start with legs. So when you're ready, come up to standing. All right, we're going to go for a little bit of a leg burner, and this is going to be a squat and hold. So typically we will feel a lot of quads, so I want you to know like that's perfectly fine. We're going to get a little bit of a quad burner, but also trying to really create work for the entire lower half. So we're not just in those quads, but we can really recruit the glutes, a little bit of hamstrings, core. All right, so what you'll do is you're just going to lower down, try to find that spot where you're just going to settle into and hang in and hold it. Good, you guys are with me? Here we go, 30 seconds on the clock. All right, so making sure that your whole foot is planted down into the floor. Then you're going to shift into your heels just a little bit to make sure we take the pressure off our knees. We're going to keep those abs on, so I'm not down here. I haven't lost my posture. I still got my core support, my chest open. Still trying to stay low. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Good job. Shake out that burn. All right, now we'll come down to the floor. Grab your weights. Okay, I know that you guys know this, but I'm just going to review. We're going to go into a serratus press on our back, but I want to show you the movement here, kind of more free and a little bit bigger here. So we're just going to push shoulders out, shoulder blades come apart, pull them back together. So arms just stay straight the whole time. This is all about shoulder blade movement. So now what we'll do is we're going to load it with our weights, laying on your back. Shoulders are going to stay out of your ears. So set up with a long neck, push those weights, pull the shoulder blades together. Push, pull the shoulder blades together. Super small range of motion. Do not bend those elbows. Here we go. Nice job. Nobody's bending your elbows. Good work. It's just about pulling those shoulder blades together and pulling them apart. That's all this is. And we just put some weights on top of it. And that's just going to make this a little bit more challenging. Kind of builds that awareness for such a small, isolated range of motion. But this does great things for our back. It keeps it very healthy, mobile. We want movement in that upper back so we don't get stuck in a hunchback. And rest. Keep your weights up here. We're going to do an alternating lat pull. All right, so my right arm is going to lengthen back. I listen to my shoulder, and I bring it up when I need to, back up to the ceiling. Now the other side. Lengthen back, keep that arm straight, pull it back up to the ceiling. Shoulders stay packed into the body, so shoulders away from your ears. Yeah, go ahead and start when you're ready. Arms stay straight, move slow. Listen to your shoulders. We're not going to go into strain. But what this is doing is it's working the back side of the arm and also down into the lat muscle. So this is the sides of your back. The muscles kind of along the rib cage underneath your armpit. So we're trying to work and wake up those muscles. Keep those shoulders packed down into your body, meaning you're pushing your shoulders down towards your hip bones, away from your ears. Alternating these weights, breathing, keeping a little bit of tension in those abs just to make sure that low back stays on the ground, mid back stays on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We can take those weights down. Good work. All right, we are back to our squat and hold. So we'll come back up. If you want to make this a little harder, you can hold your hand weights, maybe up here by your shoulders, totally optional. It'll definitely make it harder. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, and squat down. Squat and hold. All right, some of you picked up those weights. That's awesome. I'll just hold my timer here. I'm good with that. Making sure we don't go any longer than 30 seconds. Nice and low. Nice job. So remember, it's our booty that is backing down. Backing down with those hips. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Good job. All right, we're back to our upper body. So our serratus press, super small range of motion. You guys do great with this one. So just begin when you're ready. Weights up to the ceiling. Get closer to the ceiling. Pull the shoulder blades together. Reach, contract. Reach, contract. Super small and simple. And rest. All right, alternating lat pullover. One arm at a time, the other one just stabilizes up towards the ceiling. Your abs are on. Both shoulders stay packed down away from your ears. This is great stability work for your shoulders. Great for working those lat muscles. Those lat muscles keep those shoulders down and open. And rest there. Nice work. Our turn for a water break. Take it if you need it. Otherwise, just take a little breather. All right. You guys are all ready and standing. Okay, let's do this squat work. Weights are optional. Ready and begin. Yes, good. Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Abs are on. Hips are back and down. So we're bending through those knees to lower those hips, but the hips are basically in a hinge. Reaching back. You look good. Breathing. I like how low you guys are. Nice job. Way to challenge yourself. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Good. Okay, one thing I just want to go over before we get into our serratus press is the motion is right in front of our body, front and back. And I think I'm seeing a little bit of this happening. Okay, so make sure it's not opening and closing, it's pushing front and back. Okay, not opening and closing. Yeah. All right, setting up with those weights. Okay, just push to the ceiling. We're not going to the sides. Ready, begin. Up and down. Up and down. Keep those arms straight. They're not coming down to your chest either. Just straight. This is just shoulder blades. I know, it's so simple. We want to make something more of it, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna work those shoulder blades. That's it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. I'm seeing some great mobility. Yes, well done. Well done. Okay, now alternating lat pull. So on your back with your weights, alternate those arms. Here we go. Good. And range of motion can be as big as tapping the floor behind you or halfway down. So it's really just a matter of how your shoulders do with this range of motion. My shoulders are pretty limited. They don't like going all the way down to the floor. Abs are on. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and done. Great. Another set down. All right, so we have a little bit of time for a breather. We are doing great on time. So yeah, we're gonna be able to do some walking lunges. So walking lunges, you don't have to stay on camera. You can just go about your house. So walking lunges, land on the heel and come up, and then the other side. Okay, so just alternating those legs. So if walking lunges, again, not a good fit for you, we're gonna concentrate on bridging. Bridging is super low impact. I like it because it's still working into our powerhouse and it's actually opening up the front of the body. Any chance we get to open up the front of the body is a good thing. All right, so walking lunges or bridges. And I got the timer. Here we go. If you're doing those lunges, feel how the entire leg is standing you up. Shift front, stand up through that front leg. It's really intentional. Flex into it, work it. And 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, come back down to the floor. Okay, a few tricks just to try to keep those wrists happy is instead of being flat with your hand flat on the floor, sometimes going into a wrist. I know that some of you use that already, just keeping that neutral wrist. Also, as long as this is not painful on the palms, you can sometimes use your hand weight and kind of hold on to the hand weight. So I'm just going to give you a few of those options. What we're going to do here is work into our triceps and our lats and open up our posture muscles. So just place your hands however they're comfortable. We're going to roll those shoulders down and back. So we've got our chest bone lifted. And what you can do here is you can just push into the floor. So you should already feel the triceps, the lats light up, or you can go into a very small hover. So maybe you see my cheeks are lifted off the ground, maybe you don't, but it's because it's so small. Okay, so I don't want you up in a bridge. I just want you hovering if you choose to hover, okay? All right, so we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Ready? Either press or hover 30 seconds. Keep that chest bone open and lifted, shoulders down and back, just looking straight forward, long neck. If you're not hovering, you're just pressing into the floor as much as you can. Create that work. Shoulder blades pulled together, shoulders down, chest open, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. That was good. Yeah, shake out those wrists. I know that can be a lot on the wrists. All right, next, we're gonna go into teaser, and if you'd like to take it into level 2, it's gonna be bicycle teaser. So level 1, teaser. Scoop it out, hold it right there in those abs. Right, we're gonna do bicycle. We're gonna connect opposite elbow to knee, so the leg will come up to meet halfway. We're going into some rotation. I'll let you choose which is better for you. Ready, begin. And either way, you're just focusing on your breathing. Make sure you're breathing here, moving down into the diaphragm, not shallow breaths in the chest. Let's not stress ourselves out here. Just stay tuned in. Do go for touch if you can, whether that's elbow or hand, if you're doing the bicycle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Good job. And the last one in the sequence is push-ups. So push-ups can be on the floor, on your toes, on your knees, or take it to a countertop or the wall. You can do push-ups that way. Okay, we've got 30 seconds on the clock. Do the best you can. You're holding your core like you're in plank. Ready, begin. Exhale, push the floor away. Get that booty down, Margaret. There you go. You lengthened your body so you're not back like this. Lengthen your chest forward. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good. Good. And Margaret, you're doing fine, but if you wanted to take it to the wall, you'll have that length through your body. So I would just say that's a good fit for you, just to keep it safe. Cool. All right, let's go back to our walking lunges, or you're stationary and doing bridging on the floor up and down. All right, our timer is on. If you're lunging, it's big steps. Big steps, shift forward, stand strong. You choose how low you want to go in those lunges. If you're bridging, it's with both legs. Bridging with both legs. And 2, 1, rest. All right, we are back into our triceps. I'm gonna add a little bit of an option to dip. So we have 3 levels. We got level 1, just push into the floor. Level 2, a little bit of a hover. Level 3, we bend from the elbows and then lock back out, okay? Make sure this is coming from your elbows, not your hips. Big difference, okay? Level 1, 2, or 3, begin. Don't lose that upper body posture. Keep that chest open, shoulders down and back. Good job. For those of you dipping, you're doing a great job working from the elbows. It's small, but it's working. Otherwise, just keep pressing down into the floor. Keep that posture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, good. Back to either teaser or teaser crisscross bicycle. 2, 1, begin. Good. And let's just say that hip flexors are taken over. What you can do is just go into alternating crunches like this. Let those legs rest. Right? It's an option if you need it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back to push-ups. All right, you've got the option of standing push-ups. I think I'll demonstrate that because, Margaret, I want you hands on the wall, not elbows. Okay, ready and begin. 30 seconds on the clock for push-ups. Wherever you need to do push-ups to do very strong in form push-ups. So bring in that nose to the wall if you're doing wall push-ups, because you can. You're doing those floor push-ups, awesome. Just hold that core, keep it strong, rest. Good, good. Okay, good. Take that breather, water if you need it. Nice work with those push-ups. I feel like those never get easy. Always a challenge, at least when you're doing them right, huh? Kind of like plank. If you're doing it right, it really never gets easy. You can always intensify, always make that a little bit more challenging. All right, we're moving into our final round. It's walking lunges or bridging. If you're bridging, you're working both legs, because in our walking lunges, we're working both legs. All right, I'll let you choose which one you're gonna do. Ready? Begin. Okay, good. Concentrate on your breathing. It's okay to have a full inhale, have a full exhale. Two, one, and rest. Back to triceps. Excuse me. All right, triceps. Level 1, 2, or 3. 3 is elbow dips. So work is coming from the arms, not from the hips. 2, 1, begin. Open posture. Maintain that open posture. Building that endurance there through the posture. Working those posture muscles. Getting into the backs of the arms. No pain, okay? So if you're starting to feel some pain, adjust. Take it to level 1. Pay attention to your form. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're back to abs. Oh, this set's going fast. All right, back to abs. Take it to the floor, crisscross crunches only if you need it, if these hip flexors are talking to you. Ready, begin. It can be extremely distracting sometimes, not really allowing us to feel those abs like we should, so it's okay to give them a rest. Otherwise, we're here, getting into the core. Those abs are working hard. Breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our very last one, push-ups. All right, set yourself up, whether that's on the floor, the wall, or a counter, whatever. Whatever's good for you. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Begin. Do not forget about those abs. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. What a good one to end on. All right, let's go into our cool down of laying down on your back We're going to go into a minute of breathing, restorative breathing. Let that body recover. It's a great way to kind of accelerate that recovery. Let the body know we are in rest and digest again. All right, so a minute here, deep breathing. So that's that full inhale and extra long exhale. Now we'll move into a minute of gratitude. And that is a minute of gratitude. Well done. And then of course, take some time to stretch, maybe foam roll. We worked a lot of legs today, but definitely got some ab work and some arm work. So anything that just needs some attention, stretch it out.